I told him he can blow it up, just do not crash it. New day in the shop, and we're working on this old 42 Chevy. If you'll think back on this, we got this from a lady named Mary Pat in Oregon. Well, let's go check this thing out. There she is. Oh yeah, this thing's cool. It was a project her husband worked on, and she wanted us to finish it. And we're gonna finish it. We're close. We've put a rear end in it, we've put a motor in it, we've put a front clip on it, we've put power brakes all the way around on it, power steering. But we're gonna turn it into something a little bit different today. We're gonna go racing in this thing. So 8th mile drag racing. We've never done racing. I don't know how to do it, but we think this is the truck for it. So we're gonna try today to get it in shape to go racing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and make a list of the stuff that we know is wrong with this truck before we can go racing, and the stuff we'll find more, I'm sure. So right at the top of the list, we'll put trans. Last time we drove this, we just put a new rear end in it and we made it pausey so it'd get traction. As soon as we did that, the transmission exploded. So we're gonna put a transmission in, number one. Shifter, seatbelt. We're gonna wear a seatbelt. Cooling fan. Oh, trans cooler. Yeah, battery. Tail lights.
Finishing it, back window.
Oh yeah, we need back window. We need door panels. We need gauges to work. That'll get us a pretty good start. I think we tackle the big one first, transmission. We get it out of there. We're probably gonna end up building a Driveline because it's got a 200 R4 in it currently. We're putting a manual valve body 400 in it. So, and probably not gonna let the old motor live as long, but it's gonna be good for racing. Well, there's that. Hoping. Trans mount should be pretty easy to make work. Shifter's gonna fix it. Brakes already work, so should be pretty easy, really. We're definitely gonna have to deal with a Driveline, but I'm hoping we can just get a conversion joint. We'll know here in just a second.
Say, should we measure that thing?
We'll see how big of a problem this is gonna be. From flywheel to back, 30 inches. Gonna be close. Gonna be real close to the same. All right, so this is the old transmission that came out of the FJ. It was fine, it just had the wrong valve body in it. It was a normal like third, second, first, and I needed first, second, third. So the bell housing was broke on it. I don't know how that happened, but it was broke. I got it almost welded back in. We'll stuff that thing in there and see if we can drive it. I'm leaving. Me and Landon and the rest of the family are headed to South Carolina to the Ford Proving Grounds. We're gonna go out there. They've invited us to go race their Ford Mustangs. Crazy, right? So I won't get to race this truck. Hunter, turn that camera around.
That would be me.
That is the driver of this truck. So he's gonna go run this truck in the 8th mile and see what she does. I think it's gonna be good. I told him he can blow it up, just do not crash it. We'll see how he does.
Okay, Paul's getting the other tranny ready to go in. So we're gonna take the Driveline out, shifters, get the old tranny out, and get ready for the new one. Break those loose. I'm gonna get a stubby one. This one's hitting everything.
Here should be there. We'll find. You got engine oil, right? I think so.
All right, so this isn't a sketch or anything. I'm just gonna race this truck, and we can just casually pick the floorboard up, and
You'll hold the floorboard down when you're
I
racing.
should be. It shouldn't be floating, right?
That makes it easy to move trans. We won't do the shifter, nothing.
Getting a little nervous.
Don't let it shift on you.
The farther we freaking dive into this thing, the more I look at the window. The window just
It just lifts.
just folds up.
No back window.
You'll be good. How many times are you gonna race it?
I don't know how
2
it
or
works.
3 times?
Is it like
qualifying?
I don't
or-
know.
You don't know.
I have no clue.
I kind of wish I was going to watch you.
Yeah.
You're gonna win it.
It's different. You can race. So I could be racing like bullet bikes. I could be racing 4-wheelers.
So run what you brung. Just
It
show
is.
up.
That's what it is. I'm pretty
Really?
sure.
That's cool.
Who knows?
Okay. Torque converters and cross members.
Which one do you want?
I'll do torque converter. They kind of suck.
That's good. You want to
Hold something?
hold those? Heck yeah.
There you go.
That's
Perfect,
it.
right?
Beautiful.
It should come out, right? That one's broke too.
Same exact ear, probably.
What the heck?
The ear is broken off.
Is it silicone? What is that?
It looks like they glued it.
I think it is glued on.
Which ear?
Yeah.
Right there.
No, the other one's higher.
This one here.
Yeah. Let's pull it out and look at it.
That's crazy.
Get some daylight where we can see that thing. Is that? Did they try to glue it? It's hard, like epoxy.
That really does look like a glue, though.
When you don't get the dowels in, it's crooked and you just hammer it tight, they snap all the time.
Just leave it right there. And when Paul touches it, it'll fall off.
Purple looks good. It was rebuilt at some point. We'll set this thing down. And that one's welded, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll trade trannies and get ready to go in.
I think we've got some parts. We'll see how this works out, but we got to put this tail housing on and see about drive lines. But the U-joint's bad in it, and it's going to be way too long. We're going to have to shorten it. All right, that one's ready to go in, I think. All right, I'm going to leave these boys to put this tranny back in. I went and found them some parts. I'm going to run over to Panguitch and watch Jace play some Summer League basketball. So I'll go do that, and then I'll make it back. Man, my face is dirty. How did that happen today? I didn't work.
We just let you have.
Thanks. Thanks, man. All right, so I'm out of here. They got this handled.
Hey guys, gotta interrupt this video for just a second to let you know how amazing and awesome you guys are. Paul mentioned a few videos back that we had our 4th of July shirts for the year, and you guys just continue to amaze us. Thank you so much for all the support and love that you give to us. Oh, there's a bee. Oh, there's a bee. Oh, there's... If you guys didn't get your chance to get your own Fab Rats 4th of July t-shirt, now's a great time. There's very limited quantity at this point in time, but there are a few sizes left. So if you guys didn't get them now while the getting's good. Go to thefabrats.com and get your own today. Let's get back to the video.
You tighten these bolts in.
Sure.
That way if this
I can-
breaks,
I
you
can
know.
break an ear off. Is that when they break? It's
When you're tightening, if they're not in all the way.
There we go, I'm in.
Perfect.
Like that. That's pretty good.
Sorry.
Almost perfect.
Got them. They were all tight.
The other transmission, this was turned around to catch the mount, but they mount different, the length's different, so now it's behind it, but the cross member won't turn around. It only fits one way. So I'll have to cut this plate off, turn it around, and weld it on the back side. And then it should bolt right back up the same. Put the new tranny mount on, and it's just barely behind it.
So
Look
you
at
gotta
that.
move the thing back.
It was 3 inches in front of it.
Oh.
From the 200 or 700, whatever it was. I was hoping it was going to hit right on it, but we're gonna weld an inch.
So while Sean has been dealing with the trans mount, I took it upon myself to build some shock mounts. It's gonna sit right up there like that, bolt down through there. So here's one. Now that I got it perfected, I'll show you how I did it. First things first, gotta find metal. Found this. This was from the oil tank that we built. Paul built like the encatchment piece. Now, is that still hot? I'm going to measure it out, cut it out. I'll show you that. I got this all cut and bent and grinded, and now gotta make the triangle pieces and then weld it. Got triangles cut out, fits right there, right there. Now my personal worst part, I'm gonna weld it, but I'll grind it up so it looks nice. And yeah.
Okay, Landon made it back. He helped me grind the welds off so the washers fit nice. Tranny's mounted. We'll just finish putting the holes through the frame so the cross member's solid. And I've got half the torque converter bolts in. We'll keep plugging away at this thing.
You tighten all the bell housings? Yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah, they're tight. I've heard that if it gets really hot and you spray this on it, it turns it like a cool color. I'm gonna try it. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it. I don't know if it weakens it or if it helps it. Makes it look cool, so. Okay, I got these. Got them done. Here they are. A little hot still. What are you doing?
Building 3D printed turbos.
Oh, heck yeah.
Those are handy.
Okay, now all I need to do is drill a hole in each one. And then we'll weld it to the frame, bolt it on. So, that one, can't even see it.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
That one is in. Now, Landon's gonna weld it.
Good one that built them.
They look
And
good.
they'll match whoever welded that thing right there.
You can weld the other side.
Look at this gas line.
Oh, that is sketch. Right where you want to weld
No.
that other one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna unbolt that and we're gonna get it off the frame.
All right, it's all welded. Show you the welds. There's one. Couldn't get the middle, but getting a little bit better. But it's not gonna fall off. It's not Paul level, but it's not gonna fall off.
Okay, we're done welding, so we're gonna change the oil. Oh yeah, black. Looks like it's ready to be changed. You're gonna blacken the oil up on it Saturday anyways, aren't you?
Yeah. All right, we're knocking things off the list. That's crazy. We just got the zip tied the fan in. Got to move. Got to put a fuel tank in somewhere. Take that one out. Put the battery box right back here. Transmission. cooling fan, kinda. That's cool, kinda. That way it makes it look like we did more.
I made it back. These guys got a bunch of fannies in, mounted. I'm gonna build a driveline tonight. Looks like they're putting fuel tank in currently. We'll get this thing. I'll get a driveline built. Tomorrow I am running to Chad's with this bad boy. So I'm gonna leave at like 4 in the morning, load this on the trailer tonight, get all the stuff we need, and I'm heading for Chad's to drop it off. So I'll take you along. It's just Jason and I down here tonight. So the late night shift's going in. I just got the fuel tank all cut out, the hole cut out, and it's setting in here. Driveline is mocked up in place. I gotta shorten it roughly that much. So I'll do a little measuring and cut it off, get it shortened up. Let me take you out and show you what Jace is doing. He's learning about 4 to 9 inches currently. He killed a bearing.
Can I pry it like
Chewed that thing up. That's how I'd pry it right there. Just work it from side to side. Yep, just like that. Oh, you're getting it. Fun stuff. So, kids, learning lessons right there. I don't know. We put new sills in it and bearings in it when we built this thing. I don't know why that one went south, but it went south, so he'll fix that tomorrow. But I'm on my way north with this thing, so I got to get driveline in this tonight so they can tidy that up. Looks like they got a bunch done. We'll be doing test hits in this tomorrow, so I'm going to leave bright and early so I can get back by like 4-ish, I hope. And we can go do some practice runs in this thing, make sure it's going to work. We know that we're going to have to put a different trans in it eventually. We need one with a trans brake so that we can launch this thing, but for now, it's going to be good. As you'll notice, rat back is gone. It's loaded on trailer outside, but it's dark, so I couldn't really show you. I got the driveline shortened, and I got some lineup marks on it. I just got to press this into here, and then I can tap her straight, weld it up. I can go to bed and get up early in the morning. So probably not going to film any of that because I just got to get it done. But you can see Sean and Hunter's reaction in the morning when they see that it's finished. Driveline's in this thing. Looks good. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it works just dandy. I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. All right, it's bright and early and I'm back at it. We're out of here. Well, I say we're, but I just mean me. Got me a Gatorade and a cheese stick out of the fridge and a camera so I can take you guys along. We got 4 hours of driving. Truck's loaded and ready to go, so we'll hit the road. All right, just made it to Nephi. I'm gonna stop, get a little fuel, need something to eat, and then another 45 minutes to Chad. So getting some miles put in today. All right, fueled up. We only took 23 gallons this morning, so not that bad. Got me some lemonade for the ride, and next stop, Chad's.
Good morning. It's tomorrow. And we're back on this thing. Paul got us a driveline in last night. Looks dang good. That's a good looking weld. Can't even tell he cut it. We zip tied trans cooler in this morning. Good enough for 8th mile, right?
Yep.
4 zip ties will hang. So we got to thread some fittings on the tranny. We'll measure and build some hoses. And then we'll just go down the checklist.
We got shifter, seat belt, cooling fan, trans cooler, battery box, tail lights, back window, door panels, gauges to work.
Okay, so what ones do we have to have for me
We
to
have to
race?
have
We gotta have shifter,
seat belt, cooling fans,
trans
cooler, and battery box.
Yeah, so maybe we start at the top.
We gotta run some fuel line as well. You cut the hole in the tank or in the bed. The tank's
Does it have hoses?
It's got the,
Fittings, right? Hose clamp. So
I can do that. I can run those.
yeah.
Which ones?
So that one's plugged,
Oh, so that's just one.
and so you just one,
Okay. Sounds
and we just tie it in
to this.
to this one.
Yep.
So that should be pretty slick.
Yep.
All right, made it to Chad's. One piece. get that thing unloaded and turn it over to him. Get it off the trailer. We're off. It's delivered. Here, I'm gonna put my ramps up. Then I gotta run to Salt Lake, drop transmissions off, go look at a lathe, and make it back to do burnouts in 42 tonight. So I got a lot left to do today. All right, I don't know where Chad's at. I'll hit him on the way back. We gotta go drop trannies off and make it back today. We got a lot to do, so.
All right, we're trying to get a length on these tranny lines. 5 foot. Okay, what's the other one? Does it need more or less? Right there? Can't read that.
Give it a little extra.
5'6". That gets us close. 5 foot, 5'6", plus some extra. Got Landon's hoses pulled through here. They fit perfect. We're just gonna tighten them up. And then the old transmission's ready for some oil. Right?
Should.
I like it. It looks good. We'll just twist that up before we tighten it. Zip tie it away from the exhaust. I like it.
All right, now it is time for me to tackle the fuel line. So I'm gonna take this one off and this one off, and I'm gonna bend that one along the frame over here. It's gonna run all the way down, and then I'll tie it in. So hopefully a few hours we're driving this thing. So we ran it, and it's inside the frame now. All the way in there. Tied it into there. Now we'll let it down, mount the fuel cell better. I don't know how it's mounted, it's probably just sitting there. And then we're on to battery box, maybe a back window. I think it'll run right now. So I think we got everything done to make it run. We need to wire in this pure fan. And I think we're good. Okay, it looks like it's just 4 bolts to mount that in. So we'll drill holes, and then we'll send him underneath there to hold the. Send me underneath there. Because I've convinced him. We got the back 2 in. Now we're doing these ones here. You on it? Yeah. Perfect. Let's do this other one. Perfect. That isn't going anywhere. Okay, since we got the fuel tank mounted, we're going to pick up race fuel, and Landon is going to unlock the car. Somebody locked their car keys in it, so we're off. You know what you're doing.
Should we go get some race fuel?
Let's do it. Look at you go.
Down, forward. That is probably the hardest door. It's so dang long. You don't have any. Down and in.
You gotta go
right above
down.
it. Straight down. Woo.
Okay, now you gotta go forward.
Got it. Well, you got it, man. Pop the door open.
Good job, Landon.
Well, how was it? Well, we got it unlocked.
I just unloaded my transmissions, and we're here at Tip Top Transmission. They're fixing us up. So we're working on the 42. We're racing it this weekend. We know the tranny's either going to go out or we're going to blow the motor up. These guys are going to fix the tranny so it doesn't go out next time. So
Right.
Yep. Take you for a little tour to show you what a tranny shop looks like, not mine. Check that one out. And then you got a Bronco. No, it's a Scout. LS Scout. So this was my first crawler. This will be a cool ride.
It'll be cool.
A little tour of the shop. It was pretty cool. we are going to load up and check this lathe out and see if it happens to be what we want, and we'll get it bought. So lathe guy wouldn't let me video in there in his shop. I didn't buy it. Well, it was not the lathe for me, so the hunt is still on for a lathe. Back to Chad's, tell him what I know about what needs wired on my truck, and then home to test drive a 42 and see if it works.
That's our battery mount. We've cut two pieces of strap, one for on top of the battery, one for under the bed so it doesn't pull through. We got our cable ran, and Landon's got our bolts. So we got gas tank, battery box checked off. Hunter's got the shifter. You're almost mounted, aren't you?
I'm getting there. If I could bend all of these bends in the right places, I'd be done, but
Yeah.
yeah, probably gonna restart, but
Perfect. Shifter's almost in. It's looking good.
all right, so we got the shifter in, little pistol grip here. If we had some NOS, we could hook that up. Got the floor pan back in. We're gonna, Sean got some fuel for it when he went to lunch, so we're gonna put fuel in it, and then we're gonna fire it up, go through the gears.
4th quart of AMS oil going in the engine, and then we're on to ATF. And then as long as your shifter works, as long as we get every gear,
We'll be good.
we're good. Unless you want a back window.
I don't need one, but if we can get it in there, then that'll be cool.
That'd be great, huh?
All right, I found these guys. They got out of bed finally this morning.
Yeah, we're up for all day.
Yeah, I've been up a while, so I'm about to go back to bed. So they're here. I'm going to explain some of the little stuff that they need to do and kind of walk them through it. I've already told Keenan, do not touch my gauge cluster up there. It's special to me. So we'll see what they can get done on this thing. And then I'm off. If I can make it to Penguich by 3:30, I can watch basketball. If not, I'll see how we did tonight when I get there. They've got me lined out, or I've got them lined out. Something. I am in the truck, back driving again. So I am not cut out for this truck driver stuff, I don't think.
No.
Not at all. So hopefully those guys have the 42 ready to go do burnouts when I get back there, and it doesn't blow up before we get to the racetrack. So we'll see. I'm officially out of here this time. Heading home. Next time I see you guys, I'll be at the shop.
All right, sorry we haven't been filming a whole bunch, but we're trying to get a bunch of stuff done because we're running out of time. I got a lap belt. I don't think we need a harness in it. I think the lap will be fine. We're trying to get the key to work. Got race fuel in it.
We just need key hot, don't we? Key switch is working, but the wire broke or pinched or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Shifter done. Seatbelt done. Battery box done. That doesn't need to be done yet. That doesn't need to be done. That doesn't need to be done. Cooling the fan is the only last thing to make it run.
All right, so I got here. These guys have got a pile done on this thing. So shifter's in it, trans is in it, and it works. We did find a new problem though. The fuel pump is leaking out of the top crimp. So we're in Glendale. We don't have a parts store. So we got to run down to the cars and see if we happen to have a fuel pump that'll work on this thing. If not, we're going to have to put a rattle pump on it, which means more wiring, which means we're running out of hours. We got to go test this thing when it gets almost dark tonight. So see if Hunter's going to be sideways down the track or straight down the track. That's what we got to figure out. So let's go to the cars. I feel like my power steering's still leaking. It came undone on me the other day.
Really?
Yeah. When I went to the cars the other day to get parts, my steering started whining. I'm like, what the heck? I got over there. Lucky for me, I had my little crescent wrench in my pocket. I tightened it, and then I scavenged through all the cars and found 2 quarts of ATF.
Changed it. Are you? Oh,
and I got back home.
That's funny.
So we still got a quart and a half if we need it in the back. So. part that we find over here, there's like a 50% chance it's no good when we put it on, but so we already know the one that we have is no good, so we're like 50% above that right now. I wish I was more organized. It would make finding parts way easier. Let's go check this other one.
There's a bee right there in front of you. Two, bunch of, they're coming after you too.
They're in the door.
They are.
Gosh dang it. Son of a... Risking it. Don't die. I feel like the smart thing is going to be to take this plate. Actually, we can just leave that fuel pump on it. And just, it's not leaking oil, it's leaking fuel. Let's go put an electric pump on that thing.
Right.
What do you think?
All right.
We could hunt parts like forever. I mean that
two
motor right
wires.
there has one on it, right up there. But there's bees in that door over there. And I'm scared.
You wuss.
Oh, there's bees in that door too. I'm gonna shut that gently. Let's go put an electric fuel pump on it. I am not willing to have a Benadryl tonight and have to sleep.
Just wake up early and
Yeah, no. I got stuff to do tonight.
All right.
It's not worth it to me. But look, that one, I'll show you right here. Oh, careful, those bees are in there. Right there. That's a fuel pump.
Oh yeah.
Bees! Just kidding.
How many bolts hold it on?
2. But it's fine. We'll just, I got
All
new.
right.
Watch this. Did they come out?
You don't bother them till you get
Not
close
until
to
I
them.
open the door and they want to eat my face off. Well, all we managed to do was create more work for ourselves. Now the power steering pump's whining in the free truck. It blew an O-ring, I think. I just want to be done with this.
Yeah.
Maybe I could go back to digging holes. This is our fuel pressure regulator. We need, this carburetor doesn't like more than about 8-9 pounds and it overruns the floats. So we'll try it at 5 first and see if that'll keep up with it. And then we have this nice Amazon Chinese fuel pump that will not let Hunter down for sure in the race.
That was not convincing.
Look.
Oh my.
I don't even know if that's Japanese. If it's Japanese, you're good.
Again.
If it's Chinese, this thing's probably not going to work, but
Probably not gonna make it, but
I don't read that language, but I can read in and out, so that's good enough. Oh yeah, she's going to be... We're good. Trying to make this death trap just as safe as it can be.
Yeah, you don't want to catch
Oh.
fire.
Are you? Dang it, you were right here, Hunter.
say, did you see that? You don't, yeah. Yeah.
You put a seatbelt in it.
Well, he was
lap
asking
bell.
me how this thing goes, and I says, you pull up to the starting line, and the light turns red, then it's yellow.
Not
then
what I
it's
was doing. I was
green,
on my phone
and
looking
then
to
you
see
go. And
when
he goes,
the
I know that much.
I was seeing what time and all the stuff's happening. I'm like, I need to see how it's going. She's like, well, you pull up, there'll be some lights. When
Right.
it hits green, you go. You go down the track.
And I said, stay out of the other
no
person.
kidding,
I said,
Sherlock
stay out of
Exactly.
the other person's lane.
Yep.
At all costs, don't hit the other
That
car.
may be easier said than done in this car. You're gonna do good. I think this thing's gonna be faster than we expect it to be.
He's nervous, and I told him that was okay to be a little nervous, because then you'll be cautious.
Have that up there to me, if you will, Grandma. Geez, I may have to hire you. That was quick response time. All right, we've got fuel pump. It's clattering. Any leaks out there anywhere you can see?
No, no leaks.
If you shifted at the light, it's at 6.
Which light? This one
This
here?
light comes on at 6. So if you just bump it when the light comes on, you'll be fine.
All right.
I'm sure I'll have fun by the time I get to Florida. We're gonna run up here on the road. We'll go see if this thing actually works and if Hunter can race it. Test launch number 2. Brakes are dragging. Oh, they stick on. We gotta go put a spring on that. That's why the brakes are stuck on. I'm gonna remember the middle position. That turns the fuel pump on still. We'll get this figured out.
Soon after.
All right, let's go see if this is gonna work for you. All right, we're at our undisclosed location. We're gonna do a couple test trips and then get out of here. Running out of fuel. She's yours, you drive us back.
All right.
I don't know how fast that was, but it finally took off and ran. Way higher than that. Yeah. You'll go racing in it. So, for a couple days of thrashing, the thing's not great, but it's good enough to go racing. Hunter will go up and he'll try it, and then we'll know what we need to fix on it to make it faster. We'll have a baseline basically. So that's all we're gonna get done for tonight. So thanks for watching.
Next time on Fab Rats.